Hey folks, I'm HP's Dr. Pink, and today I'm going to talk about a easy advanced slow blues concept. But before we start, make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button. This way you got updated when live streams are taking place or premieres are taking place or when new uploads are coming. Yeah, so let's see how the thing sounds, what I'm talking about. It's important to have a lot of space. Yeah, that's what we're going to learn now. These are only a few notes, and so everybody of you can play those notes. But the trick is to understand when which note is played. And since this thing is very slow, you have to make it more interesting, and you need to know exactly what you're doing to follow the form of this song, of this blues. And it's an advanced blues form. So we're first going to check out the blues form, the chords, and then we try to understand the scales which are played, and then we adapt the scales to the form, and that's how this whole thing works. And this way you just play a few notes, but you know exactly what you're doing, and that makes you a pro even if you only play a few notes. That's what this music is about, to know what you do, to listen to what you do, and point the notes exactly there when we want it to. So let's get started first with the form and the chords. As I already said, it's a more complex blues form. And here I'm going to show the chords which are used. It's a blues in A, and it's in 50 BPM. It's really slow. You can also think it as a 6/8, but we think it as a 4/4. So we have two bars. We have two bars of A, and we make A7, fifth, 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 sixth fret with the pinky. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we go to A13 is 5, 5, 6, 7. 5, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then again 1, 2, 3, 4. Then comes a special part. If we go to D7, we take this one here. 5th fret, 4th fret, pinky in the 5th and index in the 3rd. D7. Now D7 to D9 to D sharp diminished. So, and these are a little bit complicated because D7 probably already know. D9 is here, middle in the 5th, index finger 4th, and make a little bar with the ring in the 5th here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we go to D sharp diminished. I don't really like the chord to grab. It's the one where I always make mistakes, but it's a cool chord. Here, middle in the 6th, ring finger in the 7th, pink in the 7th, and index here on the 5th. That one stays full. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now comes again the A7. 1, 2 to F sharp minor, and here we make this one here, barre here in the 2nd over 4 strings and middle finger on the low E string. So 1, 2, 3, 4 to B7, 2nd, 1st, 2nd fret, 1, 2 to E7, just move it up in the 6th fret. So this is kind of a turnaround out of 1, 6, 2, 5 for the advanced players among you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and now comes a typical turnaround, A7, but this time we make a small A7 here. First, 5th fret, A string is not played, 6th fret, 1, 2 to D7, this one here, 5th, 4th, 5th fret, 2, 3, 4, and then A7 again, 1, 2, and D7 we already had. So let's play it with the track. 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so that was the form. Learn the chords, but what is more important for the soloing, learn the chords by heart, that you hear the chords while you're playing, or you can play it without playing guitar. Just hearing, imagine the guitar, try to hear the chords you're playing, and if you can do that, then you really have the form going on while you're playing. So now let's get to the next step. That will be playing the solo and to understand what we're going to play here. There are two scales which we're using. We're using the A blues scale, the normal one here. Wait. Blues scale, 5ths, 8, 5th, 6, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 8, 5, 8. This one goes over the entire form if you want. But now, to really adapt those really cool chord changes, we take an additional scale. I don't know how it's called. It's a mixture between the minor pentatonics and the major pentatonics. It's basically the minor pentatonics, 5th fret, 8th fret, 5th, 7th, but now instead of playing the 5th, we go to the 4th, which is a note from the major pentatonics. Now back to 5, 7, 5, and here instead of 8, 7, and then normal again, 5, 8. This is a pretty cool scale. But now, when shall we play this scale? Now that's why you need to know the form by heart and need to feel when the chords are coming. In the first part with the A7s, we play the minor pentatonics of the blues scale. When it goes to D7 and D diminished, we play the other one. When it goes to the turnaround, the first turnaround, A7 to F sharp minus 7, we play blues scale. When it comes to the B7 to E7, we play the other scale, but probably only on the B. And then comes the turnaround, and on the turnaround we play normal blues scale. But then comes the trick. When comes this 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. This figure here is very common and is played often in that one we play. So you need to know when that comes in the turnaround. When does that come? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now 1, 2. After the 2, 1, 2. That you hear on the 3. 1, 2. Yeah, so it's only a few notes, but you need to know where to play them. So now let's analyze the solo which I played at the beginning. So I'm going to play it again. So it was like this, sorry. was it? Sorry, I didn't play it exactly the same way. But it's not really about playing exact. It's just about a concept. We open with a typical blues lick. This one is the most common opening licks for blues. Here, 5th fret, slide in 8. Go here in the 8th, bending in the 10th, and make vibrator on the 8th. Then we wait. Waiting and having pause is cool in blues. You can make long pauses. The more longer pauses you make, the cooler cat you are. But the trick is to come in precise at the right moment. If you play all the time, you're basically showing that you don't know what you're doing. That's mostly. And those guys who just play a few notes but exactly the point you want it, these are the cats who know what they're doing. So you wait. 1, 2, 3. So it starts 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And then you come in. It starts on 4. This figure starts on 4, and this is then the 1. So let's check that out. 2, 3, 4. Now, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And now we were on the D. We started on the 4 with the figure. Then we waited till the next 4 comes, and then comes this figure, but now we change the scale to the special scale here with this note. If you want to change the scale, just play the note which is different from the other one. And this will be the F sharp, either here or here. And now we play the same rhythm figure as before, but with 7, 5, 8, and then we go here on the 7th, which is this note again. Yeah, and that's basically how you play spacey but still keeping a rhythm motif. Now, you need to, it's not enough to just play a few notes, because then you prove you can only play a few notes. You need one thing going on. This one here. It's not so hard to play, and it's in sextole. Sextole are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 notes per beat. It's pretty easy one. Here, 5th fret, make bar here. Pull off 8, 5. Sorry. 5. I have a frog in my throat. Now it jumped out. I've been teaching the whole morning online. If you want private lessons, just contact me. It's pretty cool stuff, and yeah. So, 5th fret, pull off 8, then 8 again, but just keep the finger here. See? 6 tones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the first 6 tone is finished. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now comes the second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pull off 8, 5, 7, 5, 5, 4. And here we change the scale. And I play this note in the 5th and go back to this note, because then comes the B. And then we can play this 4, 7, 5, 4 to the B. Then comes the E in the 7th fret, and now comes the turnaround at the ending. So A, D, A, and then this figure, which I already explained. Let's check this now out, and I try to comment everything if I can. Opening phrase, wait. 1, 2, 3. Now go to the special scale. Now comes your lick in sextols. E7, A, turn it around, A, D, A, and phrase 2, which leads to E. So, as I already said, the trick is not to play many notes. You need to have one lick, which is cool, and the rest you follow the chords. But you really need to form. And then you're ready to go to an exercise, probably play more, but if you cannot really follow the form and really rely to the chords, it doesn't really make sense. Yeah, so that's what I said. Those guys who play only a few notes are the cool cats. They know what they are doing. And the other guys just noodle around, have no clue what they're doing. Like, yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, folks, that was the easy, advanced, slow blues concept here. And it's pretty easy to understand, but the hard thing is that you need to have the form going on while you're playing, and you need to know what you're doing. But from the technical side, it's easy to play. Maybe the one lick is not totally easy, but it's still easy, or you can take another lick there. Just you need one cool lick which breaks up this whole thing of silence. Silence is cool, but it's always about polarities. If you play only a few notes, you need to have one spot where you play a lot of notes. That will be the lick, but then you go back to a few notes. And this polarity or this contrast, this makes it really cool. Yeah, if you have any questions, book a private online lesson. Check my website, hpcrazy.com. If you want to download the backing track and the tabs of this, which I showed, it's available in the HPCrazy Guitar Academy. Check it out on my website. Also, the link is in the description. Follow me on Spotify, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Google, follow me everywhere. Me and Dr. Pink. We're signing off.